Hello, everybody. We are so glad that you are here, that you're journeying with us. We want to make sure that before we get started, you have the download.
Yes, please visit webuildlegacy.com, our website, so you can download your free copy of the What's Black Love Got to Do with It booklet so that you can follow along with us during this journey.
Yes, we are so excited. I'm so excited to be. I love it because, he had some things he wanted to say before it got started, and it meant a lot to me. So I'm excited to just get started in this. Okay, let's do it.
Let's go. The forward. Romantic partnerships are like businesses. You need a roadmap. A sustainable romantic partnership is the product of having sound individual roadmaps that combine rather than collide. I can't explain the excitement I have in presenting to you Dr. Andrea Little Mason's commentary on What's Black Love Got to Do with It. I have so much appreciation, admiration, honor, and respect for my wife, Dr. Dula. What a great read of inspiration for those who desire to be power couples. It is insightful and illuminating. Why? Because it is a culmination of our lived experiences as an African American couple in the United States, living against the grain of modern culture and managing what we've learned at home, at church, and in society. It is a much needed discussion and reckoning for not only Blacks in America, but people of African descent throughout the diaspora and on the continent. This writing challenges majority culture's perspective of history about Black couple relationships and encourages you to boldly take initiative to begin rewriting your truth. To be perfectly honest, in the few years of our marriage, I was only able to mentally internalize and accept the happily ever after and the I am the man model of marriage constructed from what I saw in majority culture. At the time, I did not know I was experiencing my own level of cognitive dissonance due to a lack of context because I was not fully embracing the many stories beyond the great African American heroes and sheroes. It wasn't until much later, at the culmination of Andrea's doctoral research, that I realized that we were in search for and in need of cognitive justice, an inward awakening of our place in the world related to the extraordinary pre-colonial history of our African ancestors. Why did it seem strange anytime Black or African was mentioned? This was something I had to work out individually. Andrea's research put me on the right path. I realized within myself that researching my historical heritage did not have to cause division, but could provide a framework of contextual roadmap to my truth. This enabled further cultivation of sustainable relationships and enhancement of my most important partnership with my best friend, Dr. Andrea Little Mason. I am grateful she has been willing to walk out this tremendously painstaking journey toward cognitive justice. Thank you, Andrea. In the commentary you have been providing, or in the commentary you have provided me and your audience in a lightened tunnel perspective toward a spirit of Sankofa, realizing it is not taboo to go back and retrieve what was lost, abandoned, stolen, or forgotten. We build legacy.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
We build legacy.
Yes.
Man, I tell you, I think one thing that I really enjoyed about the foreword, in my, I guess, in my own words, is that yes, for us, for me myself, it was an actual living testimony. You know, we actually walked this thing out. So the first part of our marriage, you know, we had our own mistakes and figuring that stuff out. Yeah, as we were moving along. I mean, we had the mentorship of family and friends and things of that nature. But you know, when you have to put, I guess, tires, you know, on your truck and get down the road, then you know it's not always easily done as it is said. So just going through the whole transformation for both of us during her research was an amazing experience. And so for us to be on the other side, still yet in journey, but being able to share with you, you know, our painstaking woes and what assisted us to actually assist others with a framework that would, I guess, paint a picture of what unconventional gender roles would look like for us and maybe you. Is actually rewarding, and I'm very, very, very excited and again honored to be a part of this particular experience. What's Black love got to do with it? And there's so many different resources that we have available, you know, on our website at webuildlegacy.com.
Well, and of course, I appreciate. It just means a lot. I enjoyed reading when I first read yours. I enjoyed those words because there were so many things that we had just really struggled through trying to figure out, like, where will we land on this? You know, where will we end on this? There were times he would go to certain meetings and come back and it's like, but I'm the man, right? You still saying I'm the man. I'm like, what did I say that didn't say you? I mean, what is this? And so that's actually why the other work, Who's the Man? Like if you go to webuildlegacy.com, then you will see there's actually excerpts from my research kind of tucked in from that 200, plus word dissertation from years ago now.
200-page dissertation.
Yeah, that's from years ago now. I've been working for about 7 years to try to figure out how to present this. And so now I know how. But there's a whole thing called Who's the Man? That was in honor of this man. Because, but I'm the head, right? But I'm the man, right? And I'm like, okay, what am I doing that's not telling you that? Why do you only say that when you come from these certain meetings?
Exactly.
And I'm just like, what's happening?
And it's true. It's funny. It's like where we get our information from. We get images and pictures based off of our own paradigms and world perspectives, you know, and we bring it into our relationships and we begin to should on ourselves and should on each other. And if we're not connecting the dots, if we're not actually connecting the dots in a way that I guess would be conducive to growing together, that's where the cognitive dissonance happens, not only in ourselves, but then we bring that into relationships and how we connect. In our recreational relationships, I always like to say our business relationships and in our romantic relationships. So the reason why I enjoy this particular Andrea's research as it relates to putting it in a format that will provide a framework and a resource for you, you can add this particular study into all those particular relationships to allow you to get a beautiful foundation set to develop within yourself an idea and perspective of like what I like to call what Andrea had in her research, the whole story. And with that whole story, you can draw a context that would draw, I guess, a picture in your mind about past relationships of those individuals within your culture, your African heritage, that would give you a greater sense of yourself So you're not going around poking your chest out, talking about who's the man, I'll run this. And it's more like, hey, who are we? We are the couple that are running this particular legacy.
We are running this thing.
I mean, whatever paradigm that you come from, it's about building up one another. And we have our thoughts about majority culture and the competitiveness that we have in our culture today as Americans. But let's look again at the whole picture and what contributions that we have as Africans here in America. So we're very excited about all
And I think
this.
the thing about it's not just an American thing. It's Western culture that makes things, that often is dealing with the competitiveness of things. And so that's fine, but we just want to bring out and bring to your attention some of these things that don't necessarily have to be that way. And we want to give you more options. That's what I love. I always tell my kids, it's not like having education is the only thing or having a skill set is the only thing. It's about options. Do you have options? That's the thing. And this is about options. This is so that perhaps if you're one of those that's like, oh, well, if it weren't for him and if he won't, whatever, you can take some personal responsibility for, what you feel. I'll just say this. I'm always perplexed when people talk about being, I'm this kind of woman. I'm an independent woman. I'm whatever, with a woman. I'm and then it's like, okay, all right, you're independent. But then when the man, I'm not like that traditional stuff. Okay, but you get mad if he doesn't open the door for you. You get mad if he, he's supposed to be a protector. Look, y'all, okay, you got to sit down and talk about this stuff. And the goal of this, when you get to the end of this, where we talk about finding your tribe, when you get to the end of it, it's about, okay, take a minute and look at what really matters to you. So that's what all of this is about. We have thoughts about things. What's oppressive? Is it oppressive? It's oppressive if he does this, but it's not oppressive if he does that. Let's just figure this out. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Make sure you go get the download copy.
Exactly. Go to pleasewebuildlegacy.com so that you can download your copy of the What's Black Love Have to Do with It booklet. And you can follow along with us as the reading goes forth, and then also listen along to the commentary. But we want you to be a live, active participant. So don't forget to leave your comments in the video below so that we can actually interact back and forth in the commentary with the comments, as well as please like and share the video. So on our YouTube page, as you're watching these, please share these videos with your friends. And we also want to remind you to visit webuildlegacy.com during the process if you're watching these videos, so you can see the other free resources that we have available for you. And one thing I wanted to mention as well is about taking the Power Couple quiz.
Exactly. Now we encourage you later to take the Power Couple quiz, but you'll see that there. And if you want to wait, then you can wait. You can go through the process. But just know that we have free resources. We have resources you can invest in. You can take the Power Couple quiz. If you want to know more about that, though, you can wait it out because we do tell them later to do that.
Yes, we do.
Whatever that is, just enjoy. Look on the site and see what's there that you could benefit from. Yeah. And so I'm excited.
We're really excited and look forward to you guys being a part with us.
Yes. So stay tuned, y'all.